We are coming right back with a local spotlight on The Point. Welcome into the studio, Ben Hook. Hey, Ben, what's going on?
Hello, how's it going?
It's going really, really well. And I'm really excited you decided to come in because now that the more I get to know you, I realize that you're extremely interesting. You've got all sorts of stuff going on in your head.
I sure do.
You're a very tech-savvy person, and yet this huge, awesome singer-songwriter.
Oh, thank you. It's nice to be here.
Excellent. So, okay, tell us a little bit about the tech, and then go into the music side.
The music side of things. Well, basically, my plan all along was to do the tech field in order to fund my music habit, because being a singer-songwriter isn't a very fruitful job most of the time. So yeah, I've been playing guitar for like forever, for like 10 years now, and yeah, I went to VTC and I got my computer engineering degree, and now I'm in the tech field, and things are going well.
Making parts for submarines and and creating really cool songs.
Yeah, so I try to make time for everything between full-time work and school, and then I still make it out probably more than I should, even.
Hey, it's good to go to some of the benefits.
Yeah, to go out to do open mics all the time, to get out there and have a good time during the week, so...
Nice. And so one of the first songs that I ever heard you sing was the song for your grandfather?
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
And is that the first song that you're going to sing for us tonight?
It can be.
Okay. Did I just mess up your...
No, that's fine. I do a little background on that. So I'm from northern New Hampshire, and I lived in Vermont most of my life, but my mom's family is from a place called Cream Poke. It's a little bit north of Colebrook, New Hampshire, and my grandfather was definitely one of my biggest musical supporters. My whole family is really into it, but me and him we played all the time, and I actually worked for him at the Colebrook feed store. So I'm going to sing about, you hear a lot of that stuff in my song, so when I say like heading up to Cream Poke, now you know what I mean. But yeah, he passed away this last December, and I miss him a lot, and I wrote this song about him, and it's one of my first songs I had enough confidence to do out live. So awesome. Yeah, I'll start you out with that one.
All right.
Me and Grandpa, we get to singing, picking and grinning, attracting the women. It won't be long before Grandma will be jigging, if me and Grandpa, we keep on a-singing. First we'll tell you who we are. We're big rock singers, country stars. The Grand Ole Opry called yesterday. Then we'll sing you a song or two. We might even remember the whole thing through. We'll have a good time either way. It's time to spend picking and grinning. It don't matter if you're losing or winning, and it don't matter if you're praying or sinning. It takes me back to my beginnings, where he taught me about the better things in life, like a loyal dog and a patient wife. The left is loose, the right is tight, and an hour in the morning is worth 2 at night. You could find us from 8 till 4, working down at the Colebrook feed store, hauling grain and watering plants. But no matter how busy we were, me and Grandpa would always make sure to save some time for Grandma to dance. It's time to spend picking and grinning. It don't matter if you're losing or winning, and it don't matter if you're praying or sinning. It takes me back to my beginnings, where he taught me about the better things in life, like a loyal dog and a patient wife. The left is loose, the right is tight, and an hour in the morning is worth 2 at night. Headed up to Cream Poke, we were having macaroni, doing yeehaws down the big hill. These are the memories that I'll always have with me, and I know Grandpa's with me still. It's time spent picking and grinning. It don't matter if you're losing or winning, and it don't matter if you're praying or sinning. It takes me back to my beginnings, where he taught me about the better things in life, like a loyal dog and a patient wife. Left is loose, right is tight. An hour in the morning is worth two at night. Me and Grandpa, we get to singing, picking and grinning, attracting the women. It won't be long before Grandma will be jigging, if me and Grandpa, we keep on a-singing.
Independent Radio, The Point. You're listening to Ben Hook. That's awesome. And I finally got the Lefty Lucy Righty Tighty thing. I'm like, oh, that is what it is. And I've been like trying to work it out because it's a really great, you paint a really awesome picture.
Thanks.
And I can, I totally see what's happening as you were growing up. On the
I just basically thought of several different sayings and different things he'd tell me and put them in my song.
Did you grow up with unthaw? Go and unthaw the meat, grab the meat out of the freezer to let it unthaw?
Probably.
Yeah. For the life of me, I finally figured that out one day, and I'm like, okay, now I don't know what to do. It says unthaw. Mom told me to unthaw the meat. So I leave it in the freezer? What's going on with that? So, have you done any of the actual like singer-songwriter competitions, or are we just doing open mics now?
I do a lot of open mics, but I did the Franio's original music competition.
Yeah. Oh, that's where I met you.
Yes.
See? Sometimes it clicks in every once in a while. Is that something that you're going to do more of? Do you want to put down and create an album?
Yes, I'm working that way. And just recently, like I said, I've been playing for like 10 years, but I've always wanted to write songs, but I've never really had a lot of inspiration or a lot of know-how or to do it. And it was this last year, through some of the different people I've been hanging with at the open mics, that I finally took the jump and started writing songs, and now I have 6 full songs right now and 3 or 4 that I'm working on. So I'm hoping to have a good solid 10 or 12 for a CD
for a bass
here within hopefully 5 or 6 months is my goal. Nice. If I survive this school semester, that is.
You'll survive because we want to hear the CD.
Yes, so that's definitely on the dock.
So what's your next one? Song, that is.
Yes. So, like I said, you need life experiences to write songs, and I had a lot in 2014, so that's where a lot of my inspirations came from. And, a lot of good country songs are written about heartbreak and stuff like that, and so, and women doing you wrong. So that's what this next one's about.
All right.
It's called Without You, by the way. Long ago, a girl kicked me right in the pants. I was in for the long haul, but she had other plans. Said she wanted to be young, wild, and free. So I said goodbye, and don't you come crawling back to me. 'Cause I'm moving on without you. Well, I don't know why you do the things that you do. One thing I know is I'm still me without you. And I know you heard them rumors, and baby, I'll tell you they're true. That I'm happier now than I ever was with you. 'Cause I'm moving on without you. Once told me for every ounce of pleasure is a pound of pain. So if that's true, you're about 2,000 ounces to blame. So don't text or call me, I don't want to hear you say my name. You can't forget our love and I'll remember the pain. 'Cause I'm moving on without you. Yeah, now we're through. Nothing left to do. Yeah, without you.
Independent radio, The Point. I don't think that's a country song. I mean, it's all about heartbreak.
I guess it's more bluesy.
But yeah, it is very more bluesy. And what would you call would you say you have a genre?
People ask that, and the best way I can describe it is acoustic.
Yeah.
And like, as you know, like blues and country.
Americana.
Yeah, maybe. There's definitely old country influences for sure, and blues. And country and blues are definitely intertwined, especially old country. I can't stand pop country.
Yeah, I don't
nowadays.
Pop country is pop.
Yeah.
I've listened to it. It doesn't make a difference to me.
Yeah, acoustic is a good way to put it.
But I mean, you have so you told me that you play the mandolin and the banjo. So I mean, you have a wide range.
Yeah, I have bluegrass
of instruments.
stuff I do, and you could hear some of the bluegrass picking on like my first song I did with Grandpa John there.
It just seems like you're a little bit of everything, which is awesome. Have you done anything with bands or anything?
Yes, actually, back in high school, I started out just wanting, I was in an AC/DC kick, and Metallica and Lynyrd Skynyrd and all that stuff.
That's what happens when we're young.
That's right. When I first started, I did a lot of that stuff, like technical guitar playing, and I never really got into it. Like, I'd play around in my room or whatever. I never sang and got into that stuff at all. And I was in a rock band for a little while, and that was fun and all, but then you learn pretty quick when you have to bring like a huge drum set with 2 basses, and then you have to bring the whole PA and the stacks and the guitars and it's definitely not a good financial endeavor, and it's definitely not for the amount of work the amount of work you put in. It's not worth it. Where now I just show up with one guitar and me, and people enjoy it more. They listen for the words more than the music anyway. So
I think music turned that way. We now listen to the words more often than we
we're
listen
back in like
to
the 70s and 80s. It was ripping guitar solos and stuff like that.
What the artist is trying to say, as opposed to, don't get me wrong, what they can do is really cool too.
Right.
But I think it's
much
switched
more
up a little bit.
It's much more popular at like the campfire.
Yeah.
To just take out a guitar and just sing songs.
Yeah, that's my favorite time.
That's why I kind of went that way, and just about every single weekend in the summer you can find me doing something like that.
Nice. Well, do you have one more for us?
Yes. So I got to preface this one real quick.
Okay.
On the same token, this is where I'm from. As you know, they call Northeast Vermont the Northeast Kingdom, and so where I grew up in Brunswick is deep, deep in the kingdom. And growing up there, this next song is about like my ideal woman. So it's basically a combination of the good aspects of all my ex-girlfriends. They're from northern Vermont and northern New Hampshire. And in northern New Hampshire, once you get on the other side of the Connecticut River, it's called the Great North Woods. Mm-hmm. So the last verse on this song goes out to those girls specifically.
Okay.
So yeah, this one is called The Ballad of Amanda Jean, and it's definitely my most requested song. And yeah, here we go. Also, I'd like to dedicate this to my Stratford ladies. You know who you are. Her shirt is plaid and her neck is red. She don't like shopping, she'll go hunting instead. She's a cold beer chillin' on a pickup bed. She's got mud in her hair and a hat on her head. You can keep your girls all dainty and clean, but I want me a country queen. My baby don't chew tobacco, but she drinks Jim Beam. When she gets a drinking whiskey, that girl gets mean. She drives a jacked up Chevy. She's a country chick. So don't you go getting mouthy, she'll tune you right up quick. My girl, she ain't scared to bait a hook. She makes all the boys take a second look. She knows how to fight and how to cook, and she stole my heart, so you know she's a crook. Call me a hick, but what can I say? I love my women from the NEK. My baby don't chew tobacco, but she drinks Jim Beam. When she gets to drinking whiskey, that girl gets mean. She drives a jacked up Chevy. She's a country chick. So don't you go getting mouthy, she'll tune you right up quick. She'll bring me a beer if I ask real nice. She always gives me love and I ain't gotta ask twice. She loves her PBR, but she'll drink Bud Ice. She's a long drunk kiss on a hot summer night. A girl like this won't do you wrong, and girls like this, won't you sing along? My baby don't chew tobacco, but she drinks Jim Beam. When she gets to drinking whiskey, Carrie gets mean. She drives a jacked up Chevy. She's a country chick. So don't you go getting mouthy, she'll tune you right up quick. Alright, here's the last verse that goes out to all my New Hampshire girls from the Great North Woods. My girl, she don't wear Ugg boots, pajama jeans, or have dyed roots. Take a look at her now if you need the proof. She's got them long tan legs and them short Daisy Dukes. If you want a woman that'll treat you good, you need a woman from the Great North Woods. My baby don't chew tobacco, but she drinks Jim Beam. When she gets to drinking whiskey, that girl gets mean. She drives a jacked up Chevy. She's a country chick. So don't you go getting mouthy, she'll tune you right up quick.
Independent radio, The Point. Ben Hook. That's an awesome song, too. I do like that song. I do remember everybody going, yay, how'd you know I like whiskey? Well, thank you so much for coming, and yes, I really appreciate it. And thank you guys all for listening. I truly appreciate that as well. The local spotlight is being brought to you by the Skinny Pancake.